Welcome back to another tutorial video for your Tips and Tricks Friday. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the vendor invoice image. What is that, you may be asking? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. This is a PDF report or file that we can pull at any time to see invoice images for either one vendor or all vendors for your association between a set of date ranges. Now, I said that this is a PDF report or a file, but remember, this is not located under the Reports dropdown. This is actually an action item that produces a file or a report that we can use. This can be very helpful for outgoing associations, but also can be used for your own reporting, or perhaps if your board is asking to see invoices for a particular vendor or time frame for their association. The first thing to remember is this action item only functions when created on the association level. In other words, we want to create this action item from the Association Action Items page, and not from the homeowner or service provider action item pages. Let's look at a quick example. So let's say the board at Trademark is looking for a report or file of all invoice images for all vendors for the first quarter of this year. The first thing we'll want to do is navigate to the Association Action Items page. Then we'll select the correct association and then click the New Action Item button. Now we'll select Vendor Invoice Image from our drop-down type. We do not need to change the step. Next, we will want to select our service provider. If we are pulling invoices for one particular service provider, we would choose them either from the Services dropdown or choose from the Master List from the Service Provider dropdown. In this current example, the board is requesting all service providers that have invoiced us within the first quarter. To include all service providers in this report, we just want to leave this section blank. If no provider is selected, the system defaults to all providers for your selected association. Next, we'll want to go ahead and set our parameters. From the Parameters dropdown, we will use, for this example, the first quarter. So I'm going to go ahead and select January 1st as my start date and March 31st, or the last day in March, as my end date. Finally, you can place your email address in the Other Email field so that the attachment will be sent to your email. Otherwise, we can click Update and Select and wait for the paperclip to generate, and then save our file from there. If you close out of the action item, the fastest way for you to review your invoice file is either check your dashboard, as this action item is designed to send your manager role the report as an open action item, or from the Association Action Item page, which you should still be on, you can double click the XN column header and that will show the last open created action item, which in this case is our vendor invoice image. And there you have it. This file will contain all invoice images for the selected service providers within the selected parameters for your association.